what side are you arguing for? Are you saying God exists?
I'm gonna argue that God exists. Yeah.
Okay, well then you would start off.
Okay, I think God. Okay, I'm gonna start by saying whatever begins to exist has a cost to it because
No.
like that. Okay. What?
Okay, continue.
Okay, I'm gonna say whatever begins to exist has a cost to it.
Well, I
And
disagree
then,
with that.
What do you say?
I disagree with that. I don't think everything that begins to exist is cause.
Why
Because
do you
there's
think
nothing.
that?
Because we don't actually have anything that begins to exist besides the universe itself. We just have things that are caused by other things from changing shape. Because like matter can neither be created nor destroyed, so it's just things changing form. So it's not like this book actually just began to exist out of nothing. It just was caused by other things, formed into
You said
something
this
else.
book was caused. Okay, well, what do you think? Can I say it again?
Well, it didn't begin to exist, is what I'm saying.
Wait,
But
can you
then
say it again?
it did not begin to exist.
Mm-hmm.
It just different form. It just changed form. That's all it did.
What
So
do you
I
mean
think
by that?
because matter can neither be created nor destroyed. That's the law of thermodynamics,
Mm-hmm.
right? So all things that we see are just changed forms. Like this book didn't begin to exist. All the atoms in this book have existed since the Big Bang. It's just they have now formed what we identify as this book. So
Wait,
like it
so
didn't begin to
are they like
exist.
eternal?
So
What do you mean?
I think causes just are changes. That's it. I don't think it's things beginning to exist.
You think causes are changes and like nothing like begins to exist?
Yes, besides the universe. The universe is
Okay,
the only thing that began to exist.
so the universe began to exist then?
Yes.
So the universe has a cause?
Why? How do you know that?
Because it began to exist?
Why
Because
does
of something.
beginning to exist necessitate a cause? I said changes necessitate a cause, not beginning to
Okay,
exist.
something. Let's say let's say this.
Let's say I'm born, well, that's just the change of atoms between like sperm cells. Like I gave you an example of everything that we think began to exist is just changes, which is what
Okay.
have causes. So
Okay.
things that begin to exist don't necessarily have causes.
Wait, can I say it again? You can't cut off for me.
Things that begin to exist have no justification for being caused. Things that have
Okay.
changed to something else do have justification for being caused.
Okay, what's their justification?
Causality, literally, like me being born is just the change in atoms, my parents causing me to be born. That's just a change in atoms. It's not me beginning to exist, because beginning to exist is just no prior thing you coming
Okay,
from.
if something didn't begin to exist, then it would self-cause itself or came from nothing, right?
It has no cause. There's no justification for a cause, is what I'm saying.
So you're saying, oh, wait, one second. All right, so you're saying it has no justification for its cause? Wait, did it cut off? Wait, I can't hear you. Can any of you guys hear him?
If I can't hear him anymore, but just play Burden for Jordan, get a free dub. Get a free dub. Get a free dub. Just get a free dub that way. Just No, we can't, Zeref. No.
Bro, why do you have my cloud manager role?
Wait, I can't hear you, Zeref. It says it's green, but I
Okay,
can't hear him.
Can you hear me now?
Oh, yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay.
So
So what
what
I'm
is it?
saying is that there is no justification for things that begin to exist having causes, being caused. But there is a justification for things that change being caused. Like, we know atoms cannot be created nor destroyed. All things that exist are just atoms of matter. So if matter cannot be created nor destroyed, it only changes form. And change requires a cause. So when you say the universe began to exist, does not demonstrate it having a cause. It just demonstrates it just began to exist. You can't drive any other conclusions besides that.
Okay, 1 second. Let me think. Okay, so if the universe didn't begin to, didn't be caused, so it would like come from nothing, or like let's say
Well, I don't know. I just have no idea. I don't know, man.
You don't know?
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, so your argument is wait, what is it again? Say it again.
It's not my argument. Is just it's not even an argument. It's just like a debunk to your argument.
Okay, yeah, the debunk to my argument of saying the universe began to exist, whatever begins to exist has a
I
cause.
agree. I agree. The universe began to exist.
No,
I
I said
agree
yeah,
to.
I said whatever begins to exist has a cause.
No, I agree to the universe began to exist, but I
Mm-hmm.
stopped when you said cause. And I told you there is no demonstration of things beginning to exist has a cause, and you never countered that.
All right.
Unless you can show me things beginning to exist have a cause, then
Okay.
don't. But you can't. You literally can't do that because the only thing that began to exist is the universe, right? You would need to give an
Mm-hmm.
example, but you don't have an example, right? So there's no way to justify this. So that's why I
Okay.
think this argument is bad. It just falls
Oh,
apart.
okay. I guess I can
Daniel,
see
bro,
that.
you're
I don't know
next,
how
bro.
to counter that.
Me and Gray are
Yeah.
gonna 2v1 you next.
You said what?
I'm talking to Daniel. Me and Gray are gonna 2v1 him. I got you.
Oh, okay.
No,
Are you
no,
gonna
no, no, no,
record it?
no, 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 no. These guys went on like a 2v1 against me, so
Oh, okay, fine. They can do that.
Wait, was that the whole debate?
yeah.
Oh
Okay,
no,
Nora. Oh my god.
no, he's still going. He's
So
still
you
going.
basically gotta say that self-causation is logically impossible.
It's
Who said that?
contradictory. Yeah, I
Who
know.
said that?
Thomas.
What did you say, Thomas?
You said
I'm just saying
self-causation is
that that's
logically
when you
impossible.
say that self-causation, right, is
That's a straw
logically
man.
contradictory.
That's a straw man.
What is?
When you say that, that's attacking an argument I never made.
No, I'm
This
just I'm just
yeah.
explaining to Nora, but we can debate if you want. Wait,
Okay,
actually,
well,
never mind. I need to leave like in 20 minutes.
okay, well, he asked me, like, what do I think the Big Bang came from, right? And I said I just don't know. I never said it like caused itself or did something else, or whatever, like aliens or whatever the fuck.
Oh, then I in that case, I just make the argument that it has a cause based on self-causation being like logically impossible.
Well, yeah, that doesn't entail. I'll tell you why later.
Is it the I debated Demi on this, and he said some like logical shit, being like he basically said that in some like logical systems, the law of excluded middle isn't necessary,
Yeah,
so
in
it's not
parallel
contradictory.
logic, the law of excluded middle isn't necessary.
Is that your argument? Yeah, I have no idea how to refute that. I'm like
Yeah.
lost. Yeah, Demi said that shit. I was like, bro, I have no idea.
Is squad whoever the fuck that is that King J?
Yeah, that's Jay.
Do you not want the rank? If you don't want the rank, if you don't want it, it's fine. I'll just take the rank. I just think that's like where you are. A no rank, okay. Noir, do you have any other arguments?
I've seen the model ontological one, but I don't really know how to use it much. It's like God exists in like some possibles, where the fuck it says.
Bro, I got you on the model ontological argument. I'll slam it for you, don't worry.
Said what?
Wait, can someone
Wait,
explain Gödel's ontological argument,
The what? I don't even know what that
please?
is. I don't even know what
Gray,
that
do
is.
you know it? Gödel's ontological argument.
Gödel's
Zeref,
on.
Gödel's ontological. I've never heard of it. What is
I've
it?
heard it.
do you think?
I've heard
Do you,
it. I don't.
There
do
are
you think
like
it's
5
debunked
categories for the
ontological
ontological
argument?
argument. You have like conceptualized ontological argument.
I said model
Still
ontological.
trying to understand it. I don't think I know enough.
Just go on ahead and send it.
Give me a minute. I'm
You
gonna have to go find it again.
You can see it, or if you can still like use another argument. I don't really mind.
Okay, wait. What about the model ontological argument?
You can try it. You can attempt.
Yeah, sure. Let me get it really quick. I don't have it memorized. It's like my first time using it.
All right.
Is it like it is possible God exists if God is possible exists in all possible worlds? Is it that one?
Yeah, that's the argument.
Okay, what is your debunk to that?
Can you prove God is possible? What do you define?
If you wait, why would God be logically impossible?
What do you define as God first? We need to know that.
Like let's say
And I never claimed God is impossible. I just asked, what is your justification
Yeah,
for him?
yeah.
being
If,
impossible?
if something isn't logically impossible, then it's logical,
But
right?
I'm not claiming it. I'm not
I
making an
know.
affirmation. So it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
So
let
what
me
is
get the
your
definition of
justification?
God. The definition of God is, let's say, maximally great. What about that?
Oh
Okay.
no.
I,
Oh
I
no.
think
You
maximally
lost.
I think maximally greatness is impossible.
Why do you think that?
Because maximally greatness and using existence as a great making property doesn't entail. Because there
You
is
said
no
what?
using existence as a great making property doesn't entail, right? So I can
Entail.
give you examples of where existence is non-existence is a great making property, right? And there are no examples of existence being a great
I don't
making
think that's
property.
how the argument goes.
Wait, what?
Yeah, it is. It's basically if he's the most
You
perfect
said,
being or the greatest being, then he exists in all possible worlds. That's assuming existence is a great making property.
wait, you said non-existence is what?
No, it's just saying being necessary.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
and necessary entails
existence is a part of
existence.
existence.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Wait, what do you say
Um,
about existence being what?
I think there's examples of non-existence being a great making property, and there are
What are
no
your
examples. Okay, those examples would be platonic solids, like the
You said,
perfect
wait,
circle.
platonic, what?
Platonic solids. Like an
Mm-hmm.
example would be the perfect circle. We can conceptualize of the perfect circle in our minds, but we cannot actually create one. Because if we zoom in close enough, there would be like errors in the circle, right? So we cannot actually create the perfect circle, but we can conceive of one. So this would be a great.
how does that debunk being necessary?
Okay, because this shows that non-existence is a great making property, and there are no examples of existence being a great making property. And that argument says existence is a great making property. So is
I
there
have debunks for this.
Okay, yeah, how do you think existence is a great making property?
Yeah,
Why
give
is
me
it
a minute. I'm putting my notes up. Uh, uh, mm.
This is a 1v1 right now, not a 2v1.
there are other like objections to the modal
Oh
ontological.
yeah, that's
Like
a modal perfection argument. I still have no idea how to argue that.
Oh, okay. I don't
Said
know
what?
if this argument is called. I just like thought of it. I don't know like the fucking terms for the argument. Like what it's like.
When people argue that there's like an actual way to prove existence a great making property,
Okay, yeah. So
but I don't really understand it.
yeah,
Okay, I'm
so
gonna see
also
another argument. Hold on one second.
all right.
I still need to like learn it. Bro, this shit complicated as fuck.
Wait, what are y'all talking about?
Wait, what is the argument? Model perfection?
Model
You gonna
perfectionist
try another
argument?
argument on me?
Oh yeah, give me a
What?
second. Let me see what.
Zeref, or actually either Zeref or Gray, bro. Can I try my like moral realism argument on you guys later? Before I
Bet.
Sure.
Yeah, bet.
Wait, are you guys more
Here,
realist?
No, I'm a moral
am I
anti-realist.
a moral realist?
No, I know you are, but like Zeref
Okay.
and Greg.
No, I'm a moral anti-realist or secular
Damn.
humanist, whichever one. They're the same shit. Well, they apply
What
to it.
about Gray?
I don't know.
Wait, what did you say?
What do you like, Ray? Are you an anti-realist?
Moral realist?
I don't know actually.
Okay.
Let me see.
I don't want Zeref or Gray catching onto the argument before, so I'm gonna have to do this in a private VC.
All right.
Like when I debate Gray, Zeref can allow it in, and when I debate Zeref, oh wait, what
All right, Gray, just DM me his argument while you're like, no, I'm not gonna do that. All right, Noir, do you have another
Alright, I
argument?
guess I can see.
Oh my god.
Oh, okay.
Wait, do you debate morality, Zeref?
No. Well, I can debate it. What do you want? If you want to debate that right now, we can.
Do you think morality is objective or subjective?
All right. I think it's well, which one do you believe in? I'll just take the opposite.
To be honest, I'm new to this shit, so probably I would say probably subjective.
All right, I'll say it's objective.
Okay, why do you think morality is objective?
Do you know what a logical tautology is?
Would you like to explain?
Basically, tautologies are the way to justify things as necessary facts. Right? A necessary fact is something that exists in all possible worlds.
A
Right?
necessary fact is something that exists in all possible worlds. Why?
Why? That's just the definition of a necessary fact. That's what it is.
Yeah, continue.
Okay, so basically, right? Do you think it's possible humans could have not existed?
Possible? Yeah, sure.
Okay, so that means in some possible world, there are no humans, there's no consciousness, okay? So morality would just be a logical tautology and be necessary. So it would exist.
Why is morality a logical tautology?
Because all the tautology is just by definition. So like an example of a tautology would be 1 + 1 = 2, right? This is a tautology because the definition of 2 is the sum of 1 and 1. So like it's just a proof by definition. All a logical tautology is. It's called a priori justification.
Okay.
Right? So since it is necessary, it would exist in all possible worlds, meaning it would exist when humans and consciousness does not exist. Therefore, it is mind independent and does not rely on consciousness to exist.
You said what? It's
Therefore,
mind independent?
Yeah, that's what objective morals means. It's not dependent upon the mind to exist.
Okay, why is it not dependent on the mind to exist?
Because it can exist in a world where humans don't. It exists in all possible worlds. Humans do not, as you agreed.
Okay. Wait a sec. Let me think. Wait, why is mind dependent on the mind?
It's just that it's not dependent on mind.
Oh, okay. So your argument is that, let me see. Wait, so can you say your argument again? Like, yeah, the last part of it?
Okay, so basically, a subjective means dependent upon the mind, right? Now, we know that it's possible humans could have not existed. So in some possible world, there are no humans, there are no minds. But now morality exists in all possible worlds. Therefore, it exists where minds do not exist. Therefore, it is not dependent on minds to exist.
So what's subjective by that?
Yes, it's mind independent. That's what objective means.
Oh, let me see. Let's see the definition of something. Wait, so it's subjective because it's not like mind independent?
It's subjective because it is mind independent.
Oh, okay. Okay, I guess I can see it on that one too. Wait, what other topics do you do, IO?
Oh my
Do you
god.
think we have free will? Do you think we have free will?
Free will?
Yeah,
I've seen
you
some
don't
arguments
do
against like
this.
things predestined, some shit like that. I don't really know. Well, do you think we have free will, or do you think we don't?
Again, I was just gonna take anything you disagree with, but I'll say we don't have free will.
Alright, Zeref, I'll take you up on that. Let's go.
Bro, can I debate you on morality if morality is subjective or objective?
All right, sure. Like, all right. What do you believe in? What do you think is true?
I think it's subjective.
It's subjective. Okay. Are you a nihilist?
Bro, I don't even know what the fuck that is, bro. What the fuck?
Do you think rape, murder, suicide, genocide, if I were to murder everyone, do you think that's like morally permissible? Or do you think there's nothing wrong with that? Sorry, do you think nothing's wrong with that?
I don't think nothing's wrong. I don't think there's nothing wrong.
Okay. Well, if morals are subjective, that belief would be wrong, and all of these things there'd be nothing wrong with that if morality was subjective. So, like, if you claim it's subjective, you would be contradicting that statement. I can explain why.
I mean, I guess I was just gonna say my argument, but you could go on.
Okay, so basically, if morals are
Shotgunning.
Shut up. If morals are not objective, then that means there can be contradictory moral propositions, and we would give them both truth value. So John can say X is good, and Mike can say X is bad. Now these are a contradiction, but they both have truth value. Both these claims have truth value. So the principle of explosion would be activated, and then it would just be nothing coherent could be added upon this, and it just is arbitrary and meaningless after this point. So if moral propositions can be contradictory, they are if they're subjective and they're just opinion based, then that means nothing would be right and nothing would be wrong, and everything would just be amoral. It would just lead to nihilism. But you rejected nihilism, therefore you would necessarily reject subjectivism, right?
I literally said I don't know what the fuck a nihilist is.
Yeah, and I explained what nihilism is, and
You
you said
explain
no.
it to
No, Mask left.
Damn,
What?
all the people with clout left. That's funny.
Don't worry, it'll take off.
You mean a maxed man? Oh my. He's in here.
Yeah, master.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. I'm gonna fucking shine his shoes, bro. I'm gonna give him coffee, bro. That's my goal. Let's
What?
All right, so do
Yo,
you
bro.
have,
Hold up,
Okay,
one
so I'm just gonna present argument that what's it
no,
called?
do you have like a counter? Do you have a counter? Do you have a counter?
Counter to that.
Yo, bro.
I just didn't want to use like the same moral realism argument I just used on Noir, so I had to use that.
Yeah, that was like my first, and that was like
No,
my
I do
second
not have a
theology.
counter to that.
No, you don't have a counter?
No.
All right.
Wait, what are other IRL topics?
I was
That was
literally
my
just gonna
second
say
theology
that,
debate,
like,
I think.
people could have like different moral codes.
I have a
Right.
question.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, people can have different moral beliefs. Like, again, John can think it's wrong, and Abraham can think it's right, whatever. Well, that just ties into my argument about how it being like completely meaningless. But even if they did, I could just say people could have subjective opinions about objective facts. So it doesn't really matter if you believe these things.
Mm.
Right. Also, do you guys think God is evil?
No.
Yes.
You said
Bro,
what?
Zeref.
God is evil?
Bro, Zeref, look in general, that's a topic I'm gonna make.
No, I don't think God's evil.
Deontological substance, anti-realist dualism. Oh, deontic ontological. Oh, I didn't see the first part.
I don't know what it's gonna be about, but it's gonna happen.
I mean, because the ontological literally, like, argument literally says that
Well,
God
that's just
wouldn't
like
be
more
able
than one
to
ontological
be
argument.
evil, right? He would be
Like,
all
do you
good.
guys even know the original ontological argument?
I think so. I think I know.
Not the modal one.
By
Not
Alvin Plantinga.
no, not the modal one. The Anselm's ontological argument made in
The
like
original ontological argument is
10,
so
15.
fallacious. Oh my god.
It's like God is perfect, right? But if I imagine a perfecter God, then God wouldn't be perfect, so God must exist. It's something
Yeah.
like that.
What
Yeah,
is